So pulling into a campsite in Loreto, Baja Mexico, I saw this machine, the largest I've ever seen for a home on wheels. So I asked some questions. Hi!
Hi, my name is Anna. I'm originally from Panama, but I married my German husband and I live currently in Germany. But now, since April, we're traveling in Tortuga. We're going to come to Tortuga soon.
If it's more comfortable, you can just look at
Yes,
you.
that's better.
Yeah, I'm the German husband.
I hope so.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah.
I also have a name. My name is Steffen, and I'm 40. How old? I'm 41. Originally from Germany. We live close to Hamburg, and since 9 months, was it? Is it now? Yeah, 10 months. Oh my God!
Oh, yeah,
It's 10
we
months.
started in
We're
April.
traveling in Tortuga. Yeah.
So the most important question, how did you like my city?
Ah,
We love it.
don't get us started.
You've been to Ottawa.
We have been to Ottawa.
That's amazing.
And I mean, we didn't update our top list, but I think it's still on number one of
Yeah.
Canada.
In
Yeah,
Canada.
absolutely. Yes.
So when you come to Ottawa, I will host you.
The
What led to this decision?
travel or that little truck?
Either one. What came first, travel or the truck?
The travel.
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 Yeah. For 6 years, I wanted to. I tried to convince her to build a Sprinter van, and I had it all planned out. Eventually, I accepted that. First of all, we don't have the time. I don't have the ability to make it look the way I want it to look. And then also, yeah, we wanted more self-sufficiency, to get out of Europe and to be mainly in dispersed campsites. And in a Sprinter, you're often then limited in terms of weight, at least if you go with the European Sprinter vans, in terms of battery and water. So the Sprinter got a little bigger than.
A little bigger?
Yeah, it's slightly bigger.
And when he told you about this, what were you
Well,
thinking?
the first time I saw it in real life, because I saw many videos, it started developing in COVID time. You're in lockdown, have nothing to do, so we start looking more like what other people are doing through the Panamericana. And we start ending looking at some videos of people who has already done this trip with these kinds of truck. And he said, why not? And I said, oh my God. And the first time I saw it, it's like, how am I gonna climb up there? Because
It's like people laugh at us when we say it, but we tried it to be as small as possible. And we had a very small van before. Like, I don't know if you know it, but like I think in Canada actually you do. Like the Volkswagen van with the pop-up tent, the California they call them.
Very popular.
Yeah, but
That's a big change.
slightly. For the first 2 years of Lily, we had it. First 3 years of our daughter, we had it, and I hated every time you needed to sleep. You needed to put the child seat from the back to the front to build the bed in the back, and then move the child seat to the driver's. It was just like.
A short term is perfect, but
Yeah.
if we wanted to do it a whole year, this travel will be not so nice to do that.
So
moving the baby chair, the kid chair everywhere.
the number one on the priority list was no building beds. So I wanted two fixed beds, like ours and hers, and yeah.
And then you built this around that idea?
Yeah, kind of. Luckily, like in the middle of the decision-making process, we actually watched a YouTube video, and then we met the people behind it, of some people that they have been living in a truck for, I think, 5 years, but in a smaller one, and they moved to a bigger one because they had a kid and exactly the same age as Lily. And they came up with this layout together with the company that builds it, and we said, okay,
They
it's
already
kind of
have the experience.
exactly. They had the experience, and it's kind of exactly the layout that we want, and then we went for it. Yeah.
And I'm assuming that you had to ship it at some point. Like it had to be shipped.
Correct. Yep.
that has to be not only expensive, but difficult when your home is on wheels and it's on a boat.
Yeah, I mean, so at that point of time, actually, we moved out of our house basically the day after we shipped the truck because because we then flew to Panama, Anna's home, while the truck was for 3 weeks on the boat
On the boat.
Right.
to Canada. And we said, okay, we will move. And her son got married in Panama, and we took my father, and we had some family vacation. But yeah, I mean, it was for me personally the most stressful thing, and it turned out to be
Super easy.
super easy.
Super
yeah,
easy.
So it
like,
was fine when it
Yeah.
totally fine.
The company who did the shipping was really flawless in all the steps.
Super professional, super
easy,
nice.
Nothing get damaged, nothing get lost, and yeah, the prices changed from the time we planned it. There was some incident, and then the situation changed, and the prices doubled.
No, it didn't double.
So kind of.
We do the math again. So when we planned pre-COVID to do it, it was 2,500. The family that we took the layout from, they paid 2,500 euros for shipping it, and then when we asked for the quote, it was 11,000. Then luckily, since we got delayed a little, prices went down again. So we in the end paid 8,000 euros, which sounds like a lot of money, but I think like in comparison to other expenses that the whole travel is, and then when you think about it, we will be here in these continents for 20 months. It's obviously
It's
way
just
cheaper to
worth
rent
it.
than to rent anything, and then let alone that you can rent something that
a
you can
friend
take
asked
across
me,
countries.
how you're gonna do with hotels? I said, what hotels? Yeah, every time you plan, you're already planning in which hotel. We're not traveling with that to go to a hotel. This is
Yeah.
our home in wheels. So it's like when you think about it, you're shipping your home with all your blankets and your stuff and your personal. This is nothing.
Yeah.
Like
It
really
was
compared
untouched.
not.
It wasn't opened, not even by customs or anything. So
And people will ask, like, how do you work on the road? Did you save money to do this? What do you do to afford this lifestyle?
yeah. So
Because you're young.
Yeah.
thank you. That was the least expected finish of that question.
You're very young.
Was kind
So,
of 10 years planning.
yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. We have had a company, and luckily before COVID, we sold some shares, and that kind of started the process of being able to afford it. But I mean, it's not that we don't ever have to work again, but it for me, I have to circle back to your original question. Then, why did we actually decide to do it in the first place? So we had the very short version is we had 6 years of trying because of infertility to get a child.
Really?
In the end, and then we had a very troublesome pregnancy, basically starting with the first ultrasound and then 4 weeks in the hospital after birth and surgery. And so now she's fine. Like, she's perfectly fine.
It's a wish kid. We wish her so
Yeah.
much, and we work on that. And we say, you know what? Nothing better than spend the time before she goes to school, that she can treasure these beautiful
Yeah.
moments, to know the world, spend time with us, and that's why we decided, okay, maybe 20 sabbatical months, or we are able to arrive before she goes to school. So that's what's really planned, that she can have this time with us.
Yeah, so for me, it was just, I said clearly, I do not want to work 80 hours a week and have no connection to my daughter because I have this one child. It's this one chance. And I've read and heard so many things. Basically, the first 8 years, the first 3 years is really where you form the most deep emotional connection. And that's what I wanted to that little beautiful monster that we have there. And so that decision was taken. And yes, we are in a very, what's the word?
I say
Fortunate situation
yeah,
to be able to
we were
afford it.
blessed to be
But
able to do that.
I really don't want to make it about money because we have met so many travelers
Yeah.
on every kind of budget, sometimes 10x of what we have, sometimes 10x less than what we do, and they all go to the same places. They all have, for us, it's the treasured time, the emotional bonding experiences together as long as we can, and that's the way we can afford it and we decided to. But it's also money that's gone, right? It's like taken away from retirement and having to work more afterwards. Yeah.
Anna, you're multinational.
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
Multinational. Was seeing things and experiencing things important because you could have stayed home together for 5 years? But what is it about the travel that was important to the education of a child, which is something I believe in strongly.
Totally.
Yes.
Yes.
And I took my daughter all over the world. Some places like Nairobi, Kenya weren't that great for her. But was it part of your parenting that travel was a part of your parenting, not just time?
No, because maybe it was something my mom, when we were kids, we couldn't afford that much. And my father is a doctor, and after a while, when we were growing up, we had a comfortable life as well. But at the beginning, they were a young couple, and the little time they had for free, they just took us out of the city, of this little apartment that we were living, and for us to be in the nature, at the beach the whole time, just being in nature, playing with nature, was so vivid. And we, my siblings and me, we treasure that a lot. And kind of Stefan, same story. When he was a kid, they were using campers, going out to enjoy nature. So for us, it's like our child memories combined together that we treasure with the minimum. You don't need toys, you don't need things, and you don't need computers or iPads like they put now the kids just the whole day. It's fine, one entertainment, sure, but there's so much out there. They learn a lot looking at the animals, looking at the bears with their own eyes, or the polar light, and everything for her is like all these impressions, and they learn by living it. We also do some little homeschooling for preschool, so she knows the alphabets, colors. She speaks German, Spanish, and learning English because she wants to play with kids. And she tried on her own, can I play with you? So
yeah, that's actually a funny
that's
story.
beautiful.
So I would rather say it was actually the opposite. So it was a little egoistic. I said, I want to have this connection, I want to have the time, but I'm not going to stay 2 years at home. Like I wouldn't be able to do that. It would drive me totally nuts. Then we talked in depth, and we also talked to some professionals. Like, is it really good for her? Like, you take her away from daycare where she has all her friends. You take her away from most of the family for most of the time. And then what we settled with was, it's basically like a moving cave. And what is better for a child than to have an emotional bond and a secure cave with mommy and daddy for a longer time than most kids get to have. And the funniest development for me, for her, was she was always like, I don't know how you say it in English, like a
Shy?
scared cat, shy. Like, it took her very long to get in touch with new kids. Once she was, it's all good. But it's sometimes when we went on vacation, it took her a day or two. She had to learn it the hard way. Like, now she's on a playground. She goes to any kid and says, "You want to play?" Like, like the only English sentence she knows. And for me, it's just like, it's the best thing to see that. Yeah.
To see it in action.
Yeah, yeah,
everything that you
yeah,
planned.
yeah.
So I promised to get you to your dinner on time.
Yeah.
My last question will be, do you talk about reintegration?
No, 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 no.
Yeah. We right now actually met another families, and they are, by the universe or whatever coincidence, they come from our same town, and we're kind of traveling together. And they are the same age of Lily, 1 year younger, 1 year older. They are so good together.
We never knew they were on the same
magic.
travel.
Yeah.
We met them in Alaska
We celebrate
at Cabela's in the parking lot.
Christmas. Now we're gonna have dinner together. They went to Lily's birthday. We were there together for them, and then it's like also planning going back to our hometown. They're also looking forward to meet there, and she keeps in touch with the other ones by video calls.
She just
and-
asked me yesterday if Tosha and Lenz can please go to her same school.
It seems like you don't want to go back to normal life.
No, absolutely not. You're totally right. I don't know. Like, I don't have a fixed job to go back to, and we just don't know. Like, we're quite open about it. It was a fixed plan of like 18, 20 months, but it's not that somebody is waiting for us after 18 months. We don't know. We will see. But I can't imagine right now. I mean, we're 9, 10 months in, so it kind of like in the middle. Right now, I can't imagine just going back to 80 hours a week working and then just like my coach called it zoom out, like literally zoom out for 10 hours a day. And then at the end of the day, just play with her for 10 minutes before she goes to bed. No, it's not going to happen. I don't know what's going to
No.
happen, but that's not going to happen.
I think our biggest gift for our daughter that we want her so much is the quality of time we spend together with her. And we even asked her, do you want to go now back to Germany? Not yet. She's
She
still
always
like,
says she wants to go back, but right now she says no, she wants to keep on traveling.
so for
Yeah.
now, that will be our goal. And
Okay, so let's go inside. And you're not going to believe the setup and the cleanliness. There's Lily. There are so many windows. This area could be another bed, but there's the king size bed that they share. All of the storage is up top. And then that's Lily's room. She has her own little ladder and she can crawl up there. And then this is their dining room table on slides. So there is no leg requirement. And that bed slips down into, with those structures that were being shown, it shows how they could have guests. Oh, and they've got their wine glasses and their spices up top, but everything is so clean and organized. And now into the amazing shower. It is huge with all of the amenities, including a toilet. They don't have a black tank. They don't believe in that. And now here's this secret door through the bathroom. And it goes right into the cab of the truck. So if there was an emergency, they can get from the living area to the cab of the truck and drive away, which is important to many van lifers. Welcome to Lily's room. Her dad made those, which is super cool. It's her bed. She has her own window, her own toys, and storage up top for all of her things. And a little curtain so that she has peace and quiet at night. That's the master control for the entire rig. And now let's go back into the adult space. So one of the most important parts of the adult space, other than that amazing skylight, is the table. It's on slides, so it doesn't require legs or anything else. You could dance on it if you so wanted to, but it also allows this to be a table for 5 if you're having guests. The master bedroom has the window on the side, the sky roof up top, and then storage above for everybody's clothes. And then again, this also could be a guest suite if people come to visit. So heading outside, there is an e-bike that is alongside Lily's so that she can do that with her dad. That's where they hang the laundry, you know, on a day like today. And then this, you're not going to believe it, wait for it, is a kitchen that completely opens to the outside and allows, with everything unfolding, to make a gourmet meal. I have to tell you, this family loves to have the outdoor kitchen, and it just all packs back up and then basically they're back on the road. Everything else on the outside has to do with, environmental emissions, that big thing. Big, huge tires, which once upon a time they did have a flat and they had to change. There's the symbol that they had made for the side of their vehicle. And that is how to reach them if you would be interested in free mind. And it takes a bit to get up there. There is a ladder so that they can climb into their seats. Lily, of course, is helped up there. And that is how they get up in such a tall, strong vehicle. So I want to thank this family so much for spending time with me at this campsite here in Loreto, Baja California, and showing me what they built so that they could fulfill their dream of being the best parents that they could possibly be. This is simply a symbol, I think, to their love for Lily and everything that it took to bring her into the world. So thank you. See you next time.